Ayo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Candy here today. You guys already know we're back on MC Prisons, the Pacific Realm, for some, some prisons. And I've actually got in my inventory right now a diver rank and then 2 other surfer ranks. And that's just gonna be like kind of to reward you guys for commenting and stuff on the last video, because a lot of you guys commented and like helped me out and dropped a like. And I have to say that I actually do think that likes and comments affect the YouTube algorithm pretty significantly. So if you guys can just continue to support with like that type of stuff on the rest of my videos, that'd be pretty awesome. And of course, if you guys want to win these 3 different ranks, just go ahead and comment down below. And literally you have like 1 day to comment, because I'm going to record the season finale of Prisons, I think tomorrow, and that'll be uploaded on the 27th of January. So if you guys want a chance to win, just comment down below. The winner will be drawn on the 27th, but nevertheless, let's go ahead and get right into this video, because we got a lot of stuff to do. Alright, so as you guys have seen from probably some of my last couple of videos, I usually just try and like open up all these minions on camera and show you how much we get from all of them. But since we just have so much to do during this episode, I'm really going to only open up the emerald ones. And we got 14 million over there, and then 5.8 million, so basically 6 million over there. I think if we do the math on that one, that's like what, 20 million-ish straight. And I'm sure if we open up the rest of these, we'll probably get another 5 million. So let's check out our /ET right now, and /tokens, I should say, or /E tokens. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, E tokens. We have 1,089,000,000. You guys might be wondering, like, Candy, how the hell did you get 1 billion? Well, Ryan basically gave it to me. Ryan literally was like, yo, Candy, I heard that you're ending this series soon. Well, not the series, you're ending like the season soon, and you're gonna start a new one like relatively soon. So go ahead and take 1 billion E tokens and max out fortune or something, or max out E token match. So I was like, you know what, Ryan, who am I to tell you that I can't take those E tokens? Because obviously some people want to see, what the max fortune would look like, what the max E token master would look like if they haven't seen the video where I actually played on Ryan's account. So he decided to give it to me, and I'm not going to decline it. And then he also gave me a crap load of money too to prestige with. So he gave us $140-ish trillion, but I guess $100 trillion, because we actually mined for around 40 trillion. But he gave us quite a significant amount of money too. So we got to start upgrading our pickaxe, and we also got to start upgrading our prestige, I should say. But now that we have how many E tokens was it again? We have 1,089,000,000. Let's open up the rest of these and just kind of see if we can get maybe to 1.1 billion. Okay, literally on the dot, you guys can see we made 1.1 billion E tokens. We literally made it only by 800,000 E tokens, so by a tiny little margin. And of course, you guys already know the iron robots by themselves probably made like 50,000 total. So whenever we get those next season, we're literally just gonna sell them instantly, because literally, even though I'm such a high level prestige, I can't say such a high level prestige, but like level 283, these guys produce absolutely nothing. And if I could sell them for like 20 million E tokens like at the start of the season, that would be such a better investment, because with that, like, I could buy some beacons and upgrade the gold ones or the diamond ones. But let's go to our P mine actually, and see how much are we getting from each E token master right now, because we haven't prestige and we haven't actually upgraded anything. So we need a little bit of like a baseline to just kind of judge how much better is E token master gonna get whenever we mine, or whenever we go ahead and prestige. So we just sold 7 million blocks for $140 billion, and then there we go, our E token master procced, getting 11,490 E tokens. So that's pretty much gonna be our base. Maybe we can get this all the way up to 20,000 E tokens, although I don't think we're even gonna be able to like hit level 400 or 500 prestige, but we can always try. If we can end up making like 15,000 E tokens, I'd also be pretty happy with that. So let's get started with the prestiging. Okay, so I really underestimated how much it would cost for me to get to a really high prestige, because we just spent $140 trillion and we only went up by like what, 284 to 310. So we literally went up under 30 levels. We went up like, what is it, 26 levels? I think that's what it is, if my math is right, 26 levels. And we spent $140 trillion. So if we were to try and get like 555, 350, we're up to Ryan is at like level 2000. That's gonna cost a lot. And unfortunately, if we look at the battle tile, there's nobody really that can give me that much money. I mean, Hitokern has like what, 1.5 quadrillion. Tabering has 800, but I'm pretty sure that's a manager or an admin. Lava Boy has 200 billion. Like, we were essentially the 10th richest person underneath Lunari with $140 trillion, and we were only able to prestige like 30 different times. So Prestiging is super duper expensive, but before we start upgrading anything else, let's go ahead and do the little test and see if we can get up to 15,000 e-tokens. Nope, 12,300. So we went up like what? 500-ish e-tokens since we actually started upgrading. I honestly can't say that's bad though. At least the 12,300 looks better than like the 11,800 or so that it was before. But let's start upgrading the pickaxe because this pickaxe has treated us well for the entire season, and I told you guys already, in the next episode we're going to disenchant the entire thing and basically only leave fortune, I think efficiency, and then jackhammer on it. Not jackhammer, explosive on it, because we don't have that yet, and I want to just kind of test out, is explosive kind of viable if you have a really high level of fortune. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and max out fortune as well as e-token master with the 1.1 billion e-tokens that we have. I definitely think it's possible for us to get maybe maxed out e-token master, but if we can get another 1,000 or 2 levels of fortune, that would be also like pretty solid. So let's go ahead, start working on that. We got /enchant. We have 1.1 billion e-tokens. Let's do, okay, how much is it going to cost for us to add 1,000 levels of e-token master? That's going to cost us 128 million e-tokens. Okay, so let's compare that to how much it's going to cost for us to get 1,000 levels of fortune, which is 400 million e-tokens. And fortune, I think, goes up to level 5,000, right? So let's go back, level enchants for the fortune. So this one goes up to 5,500. So technically, if we were to go ahead and add another 1,000 levels, we'd be around like what, 60% of the way done with it, which quite frankly I think is actually really good. And if our backpack can even support that, that'd be pretty cool. So let's go ahead, add 1,000 levels of fortune. That we just took a hard hit with that, man. We just took a hard hit, down to 687 million e-tokens. Now how much is it going to cost for another 1,000 levels? Can we even afford that? 538, and that would bring us all the way up to 4,700. So we would pretty much be 200 or 300-ish levels off of having maxed out fortune. But you guys already know, we said that we were going to do some e-token master too. So let's go ahead, hit up e-token master right now with the rest of our e-tokens. Maybe we'll have some extra. So let's do 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and we are down to 200 million e-tokens. And let's just toss another 1,000 levels onto that one. Wait, we don't even have enough e-tokens. All right. Well, we still have 213 million. So I'm guessing with the rest of that, you know what? Let's just do a couple levels of fortune, 100 levels. Let's do another 200 levels off of that one, and then maybe we'll actually still have enough to do a couple more levels of the e-token master. So let's do our last level of this one. That'll bring us to a grand total of 4,068. And then with the rest of this, let's go back to e-token master and let's add, we can't add 1,000 levels obviously, but we can add 100 levels and then another 100 levels, and we're still left with 23 million e-tokens just in case we actually need to go and upgrade the backpack, because 10 million, it's a pretty sizable amount, but with almost maxed out fortune, I don't know if it's going to be enough. Let the mining begin. Let the mining begin. 12,300 for each e-token master proc. And it doesn't really seem to be procking that much more often. I mean, chat's moving. E-token master is moving. But for having it this high of a level, like 60-something% of the way max, I really thought that we would be getting a lot more procs out of it. We should have probably ended up going for that last section of fortune. And then look at this, boys. Even though our jackhammer is procking and we do have a pretty high, like literally have almost maxed out fortune, we aren't filling up the backpack, which kind of makes me wonder, what is the difference between me and Ryan? I mean, our pickaxes are very, very similar now. But our backpack isn't filling up, even though it's only 10 million, but we were filling his backpack up, and I think that one was like 100 and something million. So something is wrong, and we gotta go ahead and figure that out. Okay, guys, I figured out why I wasn't making enough, and that's because I wasn't slime mining. Now, if we go ahead and look at the slime mining strategy, we're getting quite a bit of e-token master procs, and our backpack is filling up really, really fast. I think we just filled up, and we sold for, how much did we actually sell for? If I scroll up, we sold 10 million items for $204 billion. So we are making around $1 trillion every minute or so, I guess we should say. We should probably do a 1-minute test to actually see how much we are making in a grand total. But before we do that one, we gotta go and upgrade our backpack, because now that I know that slime mining is really realistically like the only way that you're gonna fill up that fast, unless you have maxed out tsunami. Speaking of maxed out tsunami, we haven't even spent any of our P tokens. So let's check that out. P tokens. We are at 93 P tokens. Okay, I almost forgot about that one. So let's go with this one. Could we use Tsunami? Could we use Treasure Hunter? Could we use Double Trouble? let's just use a couple levels of tsunami. I think that'll bring us all the way up to, oh my god, I actually feel like we went up really high on that one. We are up to tsunami level 36, and it's costing 8 P tokens right now, which we don't even think I don't even think we're gonna have enough money to get to that one. But let's check out our balance right now. We are up to $6 trillion, and we can actually prestige one more time. 311, 312. We can't do that one. It's gonna cost us 4.2 trillion. But let's go ahead and upgrade our backpack quite a bit with the 24 million E tokens that we have, and then hopefully we'll actually have enough to either hold the tsunami proc or maybe a couple back-to-back jackhammer proc. So let's see if we can get this to maybe 15 million slots. Alright, you would think that after playing the server so long and like literally doing the calculations, I would be able to figure out how expensive things are. Well, I can't. We actually only were able to add another 2 million slots with like the 20 million E tokens that we had, which is kind of weird. We're taxing somebody for 676 E tokens, so I guess that's kind of cute, but maybe we will be able to fill up a tsunami proc with this one. I mean, hopefully we can get to like $250 billion to sell. That way, whenever we do the 1 million or the 1 minute test, we'll make at least $1 trillion a minute, or a little bit more than $2 trillion a minute. But wow, okay, never mind, boys. E token master is procking like crazy. Okay, I'm actually super happy that we upgraded it now, because we are easily making a couple 100,000 E tokens like a minute just from that. We're probably making 1 million plus E tokens a minute just from all these procs happening. I mean, we're obviously nowhere close to Ryan making like 70,000 E tokens every proc, but at least we're trying. Oh yeah, and we just got the jackhammer proc, well, I should say the full inventory proc, because we just sold 12 million items for $246 billion, and we are already 40% of the way to the next rank up. So let me go ahead and clear my inventory. Let me go ahead and just kind of clear all my E tokens, and then I'll be back so we can do the 1 minute test and see how much money are we making with that massive prestige upgrade and that super massive pickaxe and backpack upgrade. Okay, take a look at the right hand side of my screen. We are down to 1,300 E tokens. I couldn't withdraw the rest of that because you can only withdraw in multiples of 5,000. And then if we go ahead and check our balance, we are down to $300,000, which is, you guys already know, that's basically nothing. So let's actually start the 1 minute test, and maybe we'll hit $2 trillion, and then maybe we'll also hit 1 million E tokens or more in the minute, which would be pretty awesome, because I definitely would not have expected something like that to even be possible when I started this series. So let's go ahead, start the timer for 1 minute in 3, 2, 1, and then start mining. So for this strategy, we're just going to be slime mining, because that seems to be the most efficient way to mine right now. As you guys saw, our inventory is already filled, and our E token balance is already 165, and we are not even like 15 seconds through this test yet. So I'm imagining once we're done, we'll hit at least 2 million, well, maybe 1 million E tokens and maybe $2 trillion. Another full inventory proc. That's awesome. Now what I really want to happen is get a gigantic tsunami proc, or just absolutely destroy the mine to the point. Okay, there we go. Look, we just had the mine reset, and we didn't actually get teleported all the way to the top. But we're around 40 seconds through right now, and we are only at 469,000 E tokens, so it appears that we're locking on this one. 15 seconds left. I don't know if we're going to hit that 1 million E token mark, though I really feel like it's possible if we had gotten like a really lucky tsunami proc. 5 more seconds to go, and I don't think we're gonna hit it, but our money is looking pretty good. If we were Ryan, we definitely would have hit it that high, 700,000 E tokens, and then 1 minute is over. Let's mine for a little bit more. Okay, 1 minute test is over. We can prolong a little bit more, so let's go back to /spawn and kind of see how we did. So if we check our balance right now, we are up to $1,477 billion, which is almost what we were expecting. We could have gotten a little bit more if we had a gigantic tsunami proc, but we got $1.477 billion, or trillion dollars I should say, which is 27% of the way to a rank up. So that means we are making a rank up in around 4 minutes, which I guess is okay. And then the really good thing about that, or that really good thing about the mining session, was that with our E token master procking pretty significantly, we were actually able to get 766,000 E tokens just from majority of that, I would say, is actually from the E token master, because if you look back at the clock, we made 242,000 e-tokens just from mining. So that literally means that we were getting around 500,000 e-tokens just from all these e-token masters proccing, which definitely makes me feel like e-token master is a lot better enchant than people give it. Like, I feel like you could probably end up trying to max this out before you actually try and get your jackhammer up, which is probably something we might try and do in the next season. But yo, 766,000 e-tokens in a minute, I can't really complain about that. Can we actually get some good enchants with that? Not at this point, but definitely if we were trying to go like upgrade our backpack, you know, we'd easily be able to get what, another like 100,000 slots there, or maybe like 70,000 slots. So we got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 or 6 slots, and that's another 60,000 slots on our backpack, which should bring us up to a grand total of 12,130,000. So I don't know, it seems pretty decent how much money we're making with this pickaxe. Once again, it's not like Ryan type numbers, but whenever you're prestige level 2000 and have like a group of people mining on his account, you just can't really compete. And of course, for mining a little bit, we did manage to get quite a bit of cases. Unfortunately, we got only one epic case, and if you guys have seen like my videos from before, epic cases usually give us a lot better rewards than legendaries, because I'm imagining we're at 120 let's say 120 e-token, or I should say 120 XP levels right now. We're probably going to get up to like 200 just because of how lucky I get with these legendary cases, always getting a bunch of XP from that one. Speaking of the devil, he will appear 40 XP levels, 400,000 e-tokens, and then 1 lobster crate. So we pretty much got absolutely trash from that one. We got the lowest amount of e-tokens that you could get, and we got the highest amount of XP levels that we could have gotten. So check out the open, or the epic one. To open up all of these rares, maybe we get something good out of those. And then if we open up all of the common crates, wow, 38, that is so many of these. Let's open up all these, and maybe we'll get ourselves enough money to hit up the rank up, and maybe enough e-tokens to like actually work on our backpack, or hit a couple more levels of fortune, which I don't think that'll be possible. We're down to all of these. Yeah, we're actually down, out of all of those, a bunch of kits, a bunch of XP levels. We're getting so many kits that they're just exiting our entire inventory, because obviously we don't want any of these, so we're just gonna toss them out. There's no really point in me saving them, because I'm just like never gonna PvP on this realm until it like resets or something. But we got up to 2.2 million e-tokens, and then our money balance is up to $13 trillion, which I guess is pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's only like 2 more prestiges. So PRESTIGE 312, 313, and then we need $2.7 trillion more to hit up the next prestige. But with the e-tokens that we have right now, I think we can actually go and get a couple more levels of the e-token master. Can we actually do that one? To get 100 level, that's going to cost 21 million, and then to get 10 level, that's going to cost 2.1 million. So another 10 levels, that doesn't really hurt. That'll bring us up to a grand total of 6,580 with fortune 4,068, and of course jackhammer level 5,000. Alright, well, you guys probably saw this title and wonder, well, Candy, you kind of just mined for 1 minute, you only made $1.8 trillion in a minute, so your math clearly doesn't add up with your title. Clickbait, dislike, unsub. Well, that's really not true, because if we were to go ahead and use some of the multipliers, look at the multipliers that we haven't really been using during this episode, because I just didn't really like feel the need to, and I was kind of lazy. We have the donor multiplication, or the donor multiplier, which gives us 1.5 times. That's added with the premium multiplier, which is 1.5 times. We have the prestige multiplier, which is 1.6, and then on top of that, we actually have a 2.5 times booster, which you guys can buy with like XP levels on the server. Unfortunately, I didn't really have enough XP boosters to do that, but this is more of like a theoretical type thing. Like literally, if I were to go ahead and use the 2.5 times multiplier, I would actually be selling them for a little bit over, a little under $5 trillion. But you know, on this channel we round up. It was around like 4.6, so like 1.8 times 2.5, that's around 4.5. But like I just said, we round up on this channel, so that's around $5 trillion a minute. And if you guys don't like it, dislike, unsub, but that's how it's gonna be. We gotta get that out. We gotta get these views out here. But you guys already understand, you know, $5 trillion in 1 minute, that is around, let's see actually how much that is a prestige. So prestige, wow, we literally just prestiged. Okay, the next prestige is gonna cost 3.9 trillion. And if we check our balance right now, we are up to 1.5. So that is pretty much a prestige in a little bit over a minute, which is honestly nothing to complain about, because if we can somehow manage to just get a bunch of those boosters and just continue to like prestige and prestige and prestige and prestige and prestige, eventually we're gonna hit the level that Ryan is at, and then we'll really make so much money, and like just make so many more e-tokens that we could either sell to whoever we want, and then just continue to prestige even more, and then just really get rich as hell on the server. So if you guys are mad, like, you know, oh my god, Ken, you only made $1.8 trillion, well, that's my like reasoning behind it. We got 3 of these lobster crate keys that we got from opening the legendaries, and I think it was the rare, so maybe we'll get a crap load of e-tokens, or maybe a crap load of money. Or, you know, it'd be pretty awesome to get those little prestige, the 25%, 30%. But of course, nope, we get, you know, 630,000 e-tokens. Actually, you know what? I'm happy. We got e-tokens, and we only got XP levels from 1 of them, which I guess we could have gotten XP levels from 3 of them. Like, if they were legendary cases, we'd have definitely only gotten XP levels. But I gotta say, another 2 million e-tokens, nothing really to be angry at. I mean, honestly, I could have gotten those XP levels. Unfortunately, though, we didn't get any money, so we are gonna be stuck at what prestige are we at? We are prestige level 314. I wanted to try and get to level like 500, but that just does not seem plausible at this point. But anyways, boys, you guys can probably tell we are getting to the end of this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy, and remember, next episode we're going to be disenchanting this pickaxe. Oh my god, that is going to be so sad, but at least we're going to get back majority of our e-token master and majority of the jackhammer, and we're really just going to funnel all of that into more fortune, and we're going to funnel all of that into a couple levels of the explosive, and then we'll finally see what is better, jackhammer or explosive. That way we have a strategy going into next season. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and if you did, go ahead, drop a like down below. Make sure you guys comment to try and win one of these ranks that we have. It's only going to be between now and the next episode, which will probably be like tomorrow or the next day. So get your comments in now before it's too late. Get your tickets in. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next and final episode of this Prisons Realm series until the reset. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.